Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Revit using Dynamo to swap out some wall tags and control what wall types get tagged with what wall tags. The reason why I'm looking at this workflow is because I'm dealing with two different types of tags depending on the wall fire rating. So, for example, if you click on this wall, you will see that the wall fire rating for this wall has been set to 3 hours. And I want to display that in the wall tag. So I have a wall tag that says the wall type and then a fire rating for that wall. But also there are walls that have a fire rating of 0 in a project. And for those, I don't want to waste a space or have a tag display a wall type and fire rating of 0, because it's just not important information, I guess. I mean, it's not fire rating, so it's not really critical for it to be displaying that 0 fire rating, or even worse, for it to be empty space down here below. So for these non-rated walls, I actually want to use a different tag that has the wall type centered. So you can see I already tagged a few walls. I can create another fire rated wall here, and then tag them with the wrong tag. And by wrong I mean it's still a proper wall tag, it displays the proper information, although it's a fire rated wall, so I really want to know what that fire rating is for it. So this wall tag is not the correct wall tag, it should be this one. So alright, let's go quickly over the definition that I've created in Dynamo. Alright, so here are my walls, and then I'll just walk you quickly through it. So I'm using the category component to grab all the wall tags visible in the view. I'm using Andy's Dickman's get view dependent family instance by category. So I'm basically dealing with just view that you see here. The reason why would be maybe I don't want to swap all of them at once in the whole project. I just want to do a preview as I'm looking at it so I can verify visually that it's doing the right thing. So you get the current active view, you collect all the families using this component, and then I've made a custom component called get tag element IDs. So what that component does, I can quickly look at that, what happens inside of it. There's a simple method in Revit API that lets you get a tagged local element ID. So what that's going to do is going to give me IDs of the walls that those tags actually tag. So I've collected my wall tags, and then I'm collecting a respective walls that those tags tag. So once I have all that, all I need is take those walls, convert them to element IDs, or elements in this case, because an output is an element ID. So I'm taking IDs to elements component, and I'm making, so I'm getting all the elements, and then I'm pulling out a wall fire rating parameter, which is exactly the same parameter that I was telling you about right here. So this is the wall fire rating, it's an instance parameter. So once I have that parameter, I can use that to filter. So I set up a filter, so I'm checking if that parameter is ever equal to 0. And what I'm getting is either true or false, 0 or 1 from that, right? So once I have that, all I need is to collect the two tag types. So this is one of my tag types, is 8mm head, and then there's another one that's called not rated 8mm. So they're exactly the same, it's just one of them displays just the wall type, and the other displays wall type and fire rating. So once I have those, I use a custom component called combine by pattern right here, and then I'm pulling in information, my pattern becomes the true-false pattern that I've set up here. So for anything that's 0, which means that my boolean will be 1, I'm plugging a type parameter. See the element ID I'm getting here from the select family type? I'm plugging that into my 1, which is my true, and then the other tag type into 0, then I got my pattern, and then that will dispatch a list of elements. Let's unplug this so I can quickly show you what that's going to do. It's going to give me a list of those 2 types that's matching the list of all of my tags that I've collected here. So then if we look at it, so I have a list of corresponding tags that are in the view, and then each one of those tags has a new tag type associated with it. So I'm using a new change family type component that I've made. I'm gonna make it available on the package manager, so don't worry about it. But anyways, that will take a list of families and a list of desired type IDs. And then once we do that, and if we just run it, you will see these 2 tags change to the proper tag that I wanted to change them to. So, and then I also isolated in the view all the walls and tags that we're talking about. This is a non-required part of the function, but I just like to keep it cleaner. So it just temporarily isolates. So if you do HR to unhide everything, and then I just disable that. I just disabled that part of the function. Isolate in view is another component that I sometimes use to work with things to keep them uncluttered. All it needs is IDs of elements that you want to isolate in view, and it temporarily isolates them. So let's just show you another example. I'll just quickly change this. So let's say I decide to unrate it as well. So I change it to 0. So all of a sudden this displays 0, and I don't really want that. I want it to look like this, right? So I'll come back to my Dynamo definition and just run it again, and then bingo, it swaps them back out for the type tag that I wanted for the non-rated walls. So this is pretty much it. I just show you how to use 2 of the new components that I've made. One of them is a change family type. You also saw me use combine by pattern. It's another one of my custom components. And then isolate in view. If I run it again, it will isolate all the tags and walls that I'm working with in that view. It just makes it cleaner. And then there's one more component that I'm going to post is get tagged element ID, which basically gets you this wall ID based on the tag that's in the view. So it's kind of reverse engineering. You're not tagging walls in the view, you already got them tagged. You just pull in information from the tag, getting the host ID. That's pretty much it. I'm also using a couple of NDs components, especially the IDs to element components are pretty useful. You can see me using it a lot. And then this is it. Thanks for watching, thanks for following, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this workflow is actually useful for some of the applications that you do on a daily basis in the office. I've developed this, I'm probably going to use it at work tomorrow. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned, and check out my website at arkey-lab.net. I'll be posting it to my download section with a example and some downloadable links. Alright, thanks, stay tuned.